podcast. Welcome. Is this dropping? Is there? No, the internet's good. I had to think there for a second. It was just being stupid at first. So welcome to the podcast of all the podcasts. Podcast hashtag 33. And still no direct. People were confirming that there were going to be a direct last week. There were people that were confirming that there will be a direct this week. And guess what? Guess what? Guess. Just take a guess. Just take a guess. It didn't happen. If it did, I would probably have done a live reaction to it. But guess what? It didn't. It didn't even have. It didn't even have. It didn't even happen. But the thing is, rumors are really spiking it up. Apparently, there's supposed to be a new controller. A new controller. And I'm sitting here thinking and looking at this and thinking, what is Nintendo up to? What does Nintendo has up its sleeve? I think during this week they release an update version to the Switch 13.0, and apparently has Bluetooth, where I mean I Bluetooth my controller all the time. So from what I hear, it's earbuds. If you have Bluetooth, earbuds not wired like mine. I guess I'm stuck in that old way with using wired stuff and not Bluetooth stuff. I know Bluetooth stuff is supposed to be the, new age of technology, but yeah, I don't have Bluetooth headset at the time being. Um, but that's been added, and apparently there's supposed to be more added to the OLED model. Um, and it's supposed to be releasing next month. And people forgot about the OLED. There's also an upgraded within the dock of the OLED. Not like my dock, it's not going to do that, but an OLED, because with that Ethernet, and it's also supposed to let you download while it's in sleep mode if you are hardwired to the internet. Which I wish it could do that already, but that is what happened. And remember me doing a podcast on N64 coming to Switch? Well, apparently that's supposed to be the controller. Now, remember, this is all rumors. This is just piling. It's piling to the roof, and it's supposed to be a N64 controller, a wireless N64. I'm pretty sure you've seen their wireless NES and Super Nintendo controllers. Um, That's supposed to be the rumor speculation. I like how there's light coming in now. It's like a little misty outside because it was raining. But now the sun's out. Wow. It's fine. It's completely fine. But that's what's supposed to be added. And I did a podcast on N64 thinking of the games that I would like to see. Kind of gave you my list of kind of what N64 games I wanted to see, and I did a podcast on that. So that's been rumored up. Also, you're not gonna believe this. It's a rumor. Keep these in mind. These are just rumors. Okay, keep this in mind that these are just rumors. Nothing else. Nothing more. That is just rumors. I also been hearing that there is going to be a price drop as well for the base, for this. That's been going around for like 4 or 5 years now for this. A price drop for this. Um and yeah, I do got to sell the Joy Cons. My Switch looks different now. And it's been a while since I even hold it. But it's supposed to be at lowering the price drop because of the OLED. And also, there's supposed to be another port coming in, and that's supposed to be Star Fox Zero. And it's supposed to be a port, a Wii U port, to bring Star Fox back to its form on the Switch. I've never been a Star Fox fan. I have, like, how can I put this in the nicest way that I can without saying that it sucks? It's not a game for me. It's not a game for me. I tried the Super Nintendo version. It's alright. Try the N64 version, which people say it's the best Star Fox game, Star Fox 64. I just can't get into Star Fox. It doesn't do much for me. All right, it doesn't do much for me. So I feel like hearing all this, I feel like they're going to be doing something more with the new OLED model. Now, I did a whole podcast about it. I kind of said that I included the Steam Deck podcast, where essentially that the specs look better than the OLED, and Steam Deck's still not going to release until like next year. So don't expect the Steam Deck coming out this year. But I don't know if there's going to be a Nintendo Direct this month. I don't know. I hate these rumors for the life of me. I hate them. People's like, "Ooh, this is going to happen. Ooh, this is going to happen." I'm sitting over here. I'm sitting over here going, "Sure, sure." Like you said, Nintendo Direct, like a Nintendo Direct was supposed to happen September 8th. Guess what? That day passed. Guess what? We didn't get it. What we freaking do? Like we just didn't. We didn't get it. And people were speculating that, it all the stars align. They do a September Direct every year. Just because they do one every year doesn't mean that there is going to be one. Just because of looking at their pattern, just because of something's going to happen. And people are really starting to believe that there is going to be a direct for this month. And Nintendo hasn't said darn nothing. People are suspecting Nintendo, like we got all this, we got like we got this, we got the new update, the 13.0. We got this rumor direct. We're gonna show off these games, even though they're probably already showed off. Um, you know, I remember hating and saying that the 3D All Stars when it was rumored. Nintendo didn't say nothing about it. I was like, okay, I don't think this is going to happen. You know, I really, really doubt that they will port it over. And guess what? They're like, hey, remember this? I'm like, Nintendo, you suck. So, people believing that there is going to be a Nintendo Direct. And people are also believing that the OLED model could be potentially the Switch Pro that has been rumored around. Remember the rumor about a Switch Pro? Well, apparently it's doing updates to the dock. So there might be more behind of what we saw. They might be adding new features and stuff like that. It's possible. Apparently, it was given a dock update, and no one knows why it got an update. Like the dock, not the Switch, not the Switch. The Switch also got an update, but the dock got an update as well. And you're coming to think about it, why did I get an update? Is there something going on? Is there something happening in the Nintendo news? Like, what the frick is going on? I don't know. I don't know. I wish I had someone else to talk to this about, but it's just me talking to myself. So, hello myself. Hi, hi Hylian. Hope you're doing good. But it's just crazy, saying like there's not gonna be only Game Boy games gonna be coming, but there's gonna be 64 games. Like I don't know if I want to believe that. I don't know, like I don't know what's gonna happen. If I go to the Nintendo Switch, this was rumored. I want to see if this is see if the Nintendo. Let's say I want to buy another Nintendo Switch. Let's just say I want to buy another Nintendo Switch. I just want to look at the pricing. Did it drop? That is what I want to know. Did it or did it not drop? So if I go to Nintendo Switch and let's say I want to buy the original model, the original model. Guess what? It's still 300 flipping dollars. I know, right? It's still, it's still $300. And you have the OLED model that's literally coming out in a few weeks. Literally in a few weeks. You have the OLED model. And it's supposed to be more for portable, nothing to do with putting it in dock. And people were kind of upset about that. $350 just for this. But looking at this update, I'm pretty sure data miners, if you don't know what that is, they go into the code and find out what has been updated and what is this. That's why people are speculating a new controller. Because they saw the code and then say there could be a new Switch controller. And people are pointing it to an N64 controller. Because you did one for the NES, you did one for the Super Nintendo. Why not for the N64? Because why not? And people are speculating, saying like they usually only add one online system. And speaking of Nintendo Switch Online, it's supposed to be having a new membership program, a premium membership program. What does this include? I have no idea. This is just rumors. This is literally rumors. Rumors, rumor, 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 rumor. Now, I don't know if they're going to fix the Joy-Con because I don't know if it could be controller. It's just, I honestly don't even know what they're planning on doing of what they have on their thing. I don't know what Nintendo can surprise any of us. And from what all I could see is the update. The update did happen. The update didn't lie. The update is here. Cool. You know, I'm not a big fan of this update, but it is interesting. It is very interesting of where Nintendo is going to go. Did they have more games besides what they showed at the E3 Direct? During their E3 conference, because that was like what, like a couple of months ago, maybe. Um, and getting a direct, and I was hearing that this is supposed to be an hour long direct, an hour, about 50 minutes, and that does sound like a good direct, but every time when there's a rumor direct, even during like 2020. Okay, do y'all remember that year? I remember that year. Do y'all remember last year? I do. Remember when there was supposed to be Nintendo Direct's going to happen, Nintendo Direct's going to happen, and it didn't happen. You know, you were getting these mini directs, you were getting these partnerships, and people assume because of their pattern, back to their pattern, because every time they did an indie showcase, a few weeks later, there is a Switch Direct. Guess what? I haven't seen nothing. I haven't seen nothing. So I hate, like, I hate to be a buzzkill, but I hate these rumor mills. And they're just piling up. Just piling up. I don't know what Nintendo could do. Like, I don't know what they could do. To be completely honest, I don't know if the OLED model is going to turn into a Switch Pro. Like, to update the dock to do, you know, 4K or whatever. Since it's already good in handheld mode. And that will kind of make the OLED honestly kind of worth it at $350. And they could do that. They could. But I don't know. I don't know. Like, what do y'all think? If anybody's listening, like, what do y'all think? Now, do y'all believe this crap? Do you think this is gonna happen? Because I'm sick of rumors. Like, I want Nintendo saying, like, just show me. Just come out of the gate. Just show me. Just show me what you got. I'll look into it. I'll look into it and I'll be like, okay. That's cool. That's unique. Okay. Like, I've been playing a lot of Metroid games lately, especially Fusion. I love Fusion. Um, Probably a lot more than the other Metroid games, to be completely honest with you. Even though people don't like Fusion, I think I really love Fusion. But but I have been looking forward to Metroid Dread. But I know I keep saying but I don't know what else. I don't know what they could do. Like like I was hearing rumor of a new 2D Donkey Kong game. A new 2D Donkey Kong game. Guess what? I was hearing. Don't forget about this rumor. I almost forgot about this rumor. I almost forgot about this rumor. Apparently, 2022, next year, right, is supposed to be the year of the sequels. I'm hearing rumors of Mario Odyssey 2, Switch, 2022. They haven't showed nothing. Breath of the Wild 2 is coming out next year, which is, you know, I don't know what other twos you can do. Like, what other twos could you do? I don't, my brain can't grasp what is going on. It really can't grasp on what is coming, what is, like, everyone is talking about this. Everyone that I have seen, that I have subscribed to YouTube, people are speculating. Speculating. I mean, Splatoon 3. It's not I mean, it's a sequel. You know, Donkey Kong, the new 2D Donkey Kong game, could be a sequel to Tropical Freeze. You know, I'm hearing like a new 2D Kirby game and all this stuff. Like, is Nintendo gonna say anything about this? That's my question. That is my question. You know, because we are halfway through the Switch life cycle, I believe. We're like 5 years into it. Well, I think it came out in 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 21. So we are slowly coming up in about a few months. We'll be slowly coming up to the 5 year anniversary of the Switch. The Switch has been with us for 5 years. So even though I had mine for almost 2 years, so I got mine a little bit late, but it's fine. But like that's where people saying there could be a Switch Pro and that there could be a Switch 2, and the OLED could be setting that up. But again, again, is Nintendo gonna say anything? You know, you did have the Indie Direct. Cool. It was fine for what it is. I enjoyed it. You know, that Indie Direct that we had, I enjoyed it. I even did a reaction if y'all have not seen it. And then I did a reaction to the freaking Pokemon Presents, and I tore that presentation up. I remember I did. I tore that sucker up because I don't know if I could be really hyped for it. But other than that, like, what could Nintendo do? That's like the biggest question that I think this is what this podcast should call. Podcast 33. What is Nintendo going to do in this month of September? Like, what is it going to do? What is it going to do? And I think they would want to. I mean, if I was Nintendo, I would, since I have OLED coming out and Metroid Dread coming out the same day, literally the same day, to push OLED out there. But people might not want Metroid Dread. People may not like Metroid game. So it could be possible because they want to be able to push the OLED out. And they probably heard the internet, besides me, you know, what we thought of the OLED and think that it's not worth the pricing point. $350 just for a new screen, and it's just basically the same when it's docked, and it's just better portably. Like, just do that with a light. You can have a Switch Lite too. That's essentially what the OLED is. You know, you're just having enhanced audio, a bigger screen, a nicer screen than what it looks like right now, but it's still going to look the same on your TV. It's still going to look the same. But I feel like they would have to push that sucker out. You know, they would have to push it out. You know, if I was Nintendo, I'd be like, here, I'm going to push this out. You know, meanwhile, we have Metroid Dread, we have the Advance Wars, if anybody remember for the Direct, we have the Mario Party Superstars, you know, and then I feel like they will probably do some updates, some updates for like Animal Crossing, because it's been a year, and since we already know what's going to happen in Animal Crossing, they could do a new update to Animal Crossing. What could that update be? I have no idea. You know, and the DLC for Hyrule Warriors, like we can go on about this. Seriously, seriously, we can sit there and go on about this. I don't know. I don't know. Like, it's just, you know what I think. You know what I think. You want me to give my honest opinion? I think people should stop with the rumors. You want me to be honest here? You want me to be honest? I'm going to be honest right now. I think they should just stop. Just stop. Like, you're making people think and thinking that this could be legit. I'm just shaking my head going, mm-mm-mm. Like, it's like people started to, and you know what? Well, you know what else with these rumors? People start to believe these rumors, thinking, "Oh, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen," even though they haven't said nothing. It's gonna happen because I heard from this leaker, from this leaker, from this rumor to this rumor. You know, it's going to happen, and people are believing that, oh, it's going to happen in September, even though Nintendo's not going to do anything, haven't said anything. People are already saying it's going to happen. Expect it. Just expect it. It's going to happen. You'll see a direct this month, and I was planning on doing a live reaction. I thought people were claiming saying like, oh, it didn't come out this Thursday. It's going to come out this Thursday. Guess what? The Thursday already passed. What are you going to say? You're going to say, oh, it's the last week of September. That's what it is. That's what it is. 23rd would be the direct now. I'm like, dude, calm down. It's Nintendo. They'll do what they want to do. They'll say what they want to say. But people love to talk about these. You know, the only reason I'm talking about this because I don't know what else to talk about. There's nothing happening in the gaming world besides, what happened with the PlayStation presentation that I reacted to. Like, Nintendo has not came and said anything. And people saying like, oh, it's gonna look more likely. Oh, they're gonna say that there's gonna be a price drop, a new Smash Bros. Character, all this. I think people should just stop. Like, just stop. Is that hard? Probably. Like, it's like, okay, cool. Nintendo, what are you doing? It's like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? We're waiting for you to say something, and they haven't. They haven't said anything. If you, I think this will be a short podcast. There's nothing in the world of gaming to talk about. Like, I keep up with the gaming news. I keep up with it, and nothing is really happening. You did have the PlayStation, which I thought was it was good for people that have it or maybe be hyped for the games that are, you know, showing off. Um, you have the Steam Deck that's probably rolling out around the corner. And did y'all know people were upset about the new God of War game? Like, everyone knows about the some of the gods, right? And like Thor and Loki. I'm pretty sure if you're a Marvel person, I'm pretty sure you're at least aware of what they are. And people, it's like, oh my gosh, Thor is fat. I'm fairly offended. That's not true. That's not accurate. Let's attack. I'm like, dude, it's a game. It's a game. Like, be happy that you at least saw it, but I didn't even think that was Thor when I was watching. I just saw the hammer and I was like, "Is that Thor? Is that Thor?" I was like, "That's Thor, ain't it? That has to be Thor. That has to be Thor. It just has to be." So that happened. People, they some of the people that freaked out about it, which I don't know why you would freak out about it. I think it's stupid to freak out about it. Um, and you have Sonic Colors Ultimate, which was the Switch port. From what I heard, is brutal. Oh, I forgot about this rumor. Oh, I just forgot about this rumor. There's a rumor that I kind of forgot. You're curious of what this is? How would y'all feel if I were to say that there is a Final Fantasy Tactics remake and Final Fantasy IX remake? Now, do y'all want to believe that is true? Do y'all want to believe that? Do you want to believe that? I should just call this rumor mill. How about that? Instead of just talking about what will Nintendo do, let's talk about it rumor mill. Because this is all this is, just rumor. It's a rumor mill. Nintendo's rumor mill. Like, let's look at Nintendo's rumor mill. Let's look what let's see what the rumor mill has to say. Let's see what's cranking in that mill. Let's see. Let's see what we got cranking. What we got cranking. Ah, that's what we got cranking. Ah. But yeah, there's supposed to be a fine, like, more remakes. I don't think remakes is bad. I would have to say remakes are not bad. Um, you know, um, to me, I feel like it would help gaming companies to give them more time to work on the next game while trying to give people something else. And maybe they don't have a game or a new game plan right now, and maybe just remake from the old catalog because people will get that up. Like for me, for instance, like I'm kind of almost a sucker at remakes. You know, if it's remade, I probably want it. Looking at Resident Evil 2 remake, love it. 3, I even like 3 remake. The SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom, that was a remake. You know, Crash Bandicoot remake, Spyro remake. I love games that are remake, not remastered. Remaster is different, but remake is, I feel like, is doing a drastic overhaul of the whole entire game. Now, since I said Final Fantasy 9, Final Fantasy 7 still is stuck. The remake is still is stuck to the PlayStation. So be happy for people that have PlayStation. Whoopie freaking do. I wouldn't mind seeing Final Fantasy 9, you know, in that style of Final Fantasy 7. I think it will look cool. I think it will look astonishing. But it's a rumor. It's rumors. It's just rumors. It's a rumor. It's rumor for a reason. This podcast is gonna call it rumor mill. It's gonna call rumor mill. I'm already calling it. I'm gonna call this podcast whenever it uploads. It's gonna call rumor mill because I don't know why people believe in this crap. I don't. If you believe in it, cool on you. That's you. If you believe that this is true, if you really think Nintendo's going to do this, like we were thinking we were going to get a Pro, instead we got an OLED, but it could potentially lead to a Pro. A $50 price drop. Yes, a $50. So it will be $250. And then you have Smash. You don't know how many times it's been rumored. Like people think, oh, Halo's gonna come to Smash. The Master Chief, he's gonna come to Smash. No, Sora's gonna come to Smash. Crash would have to come to Smash. Like, dude, don't believe these rumors. Just don't. Just take it. Take it. Best way to say this: just take it with a grain of salt. You know, just take it. Just take it with a grain of salt. Because you don't know what Nintendo is going to do. You really don't. You know, Nintendo, like, there was a rumor. Remember when I said Animal Crossing? There's supposed to be a rumor update. That Samus Hunter, yes, Samus, that Metroid items will be coming to Animal Crossing just like with Mario items. But why not do that with the Zelda 35th Direct? Like that didn't even happen. And that would make more sense. That made more sense than this rumor. To be honest. Because I think more people play Zelda than Metroid. Because Metroid games don't come out often. Zelda games, however, do. Animal Crossing do. You know, let's think about it. Have you seen a new Metroid game for the 3DS? No. Did you see a new Metroid game for the Wii U? No. So not every generation console had a new Metroid game, but they did had a new Zelda game. Almost every console had a Zelda game. You know, Breath of the Wild, that was supposed to be Wii U until they announced the Switch. But every time that they had a new Zelda game, it's always on a Nintendo platform. Even new Mario, always on a new platform. Animal Crossing. So I don't know if I can believe that rumor. I think that's going far off the road. That's why I don't like rumors. They tend to go far off the road that you think was going to happen. Like I was hearing Oracle of Ages and Oracle Seasons bundled up, remake in Link Awakening style. To be honest, that looks pretty cool. But I think that rumor is too far to be too it's too hard to believe it's true. It's just difficult to believe that that's going to happen. So will a direct happen this month? I don't know. To be completely honest, I have no idea if a direct is going to happen. Because you're looking at their first parties, and then what about the third parties? Like, is this going to be a massive switch? Was there more games that they hold off? Because they could do that. That is potential. They could, but potentially did not show all the games at E3, and maybe waited until this month to maybe show some games that has not been shown. Because more likely, if they did a direct right now, in this month, it would have to be the lineup for the rest of this year. Obviously, for the rest of this year, you know, and probably part of 2022. But I think really looking down because 2021 is about to end. You know, and right now Nintendo's biggest holiday release is the Pokemon remake in that Metroid game. I think last year was 3D All Stars. What do y'all think about this? Do y'all think a direct is going to happen this month? You know, do you believe that this is going to happen? Do you believe that this is true? Please let me know I would honestly would love if there was other people in this podcast except for me, so I can listen to see what they have to say. And you're always part of the podcast. If anyone wants to be part of these podcasts, you can always come in and be in the Discord, and you're part of the podcast. Or if you have a topic, maybe there's something that you would love to hear me talk about. Maybe there's something that you're dreading for me to talk about. You can always suggest a topic. But I think I want to end this podcast. I'm calling it Rumor Mill. I already know that for a fact. I'm calling it Rumor Mill because it's a rumor mill. It's literally a rumor mill at this point. Rumor mill. Why not? Let's talk about podcasts where it's just rumor. More rumors and rumors and rumors. But yeah. Also for anyone that's listening into this podcast on YouTube or right now, we do a movie night every Friday night. If you're watching this on YouTube, it'll be Tuesday more likely. So that means that Friday, next Friday, or that Friday, because this Friday we're watching Up. I think next Friday we are watching. I think we're watching Inside Out next week. Tonight will be Up, and Inside Out will be next week. So if you're watching this on YouTube, that means this week we'll be watching Inside Out. But if you're watching this right now, we're going to be going in our Discord at 7 p.m. That's when our movie is. And you are always welcome to join this link. Always, always, always welcome to come in to our Discord to be able to watch the movie, because I'm also trying to get the movies pumping as well. So hopefully you enjoy this podcast. I feel like it's a little bit drier than the last podcast. But if there's nothing to talk about, then there's nothing really to talk about. I just wanted to get the rumor mill out of the way and all these stupid rumors, saying that there's going to be a Switch controller and new controller. It's like, what? Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see what Nintendo will have to say for themselves. But yeah. I will see you guys and girls tonight, hopefully, for a movie night. Like I said, we're watching Pixar Up. So if you want to come in and watch that, um, be my guest. Be my guest. Be my guest. But yeah, I will see you guys and girls tonight. Our tomorrow we also do our ministry service every Saturday night. So you are always welcome to come to those as well. So hopefully I'll see you tonight or tomorrow night. Also with the updates with the personal stream, I planning on not streaming for Saturday and Sunday. I'm thinking about leaving those 2 days, giving me a break. Um, I'm thinking about it more and more, but I'm thinking about giving me some cooling time, some breathing room, if you get what I'm saying. But yeah, I'll see you guys and girls whenever I do. Hopefully you enjoyed this podcast of me just talking about the rumors. You may have heard them, but because I always want to see what people have to say about it. It's always interested. It's always interested to see what different people has to say about this. It's different, and everybody likes different opinions for some odd reason. I mean, I do. You know, it might be the same topic, but I watch like 4 or 5 people talk about the same topic. So, but yeah, I'll see you guys and girls next time.